One of our favorite meals or snacks is making protein balls. So today I'm going to show you how I make our protein balls, but I make them with a little bit of a twist. So I'm going to share that recipe with you today. So first we're going to start out with some old-fashioned oats. You do want to make sure that they are old-fashioned. I feel like it's better than the 1 minute oats. These old-fashioned oats are a little bit bigger and they just go better with the recipe. So we're going to go ahead and do 1 cup of old-fashioned oats. I toss them in here. What's really nice about this recipe is that it's really easy to make and it's fairly quick. I also have a 1/2 cup of flax seeds, of ground flax seeds to be exact. All right, and then you're also going to need a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. So we are going to take our 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter. You do want to make sure it's creamy, just because it's a little bit more liquidy, as you can see, like it easily comes out compared to like a thicker peanut butter. So make sure you do get creamy. Just because it makes it easier to stir. All right, you're also going to want to use 1/3 cup of honey or agave. For this recipe today, I am going to be using agave. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it in there. It's kind of like the vegan version of honey. Yeah. So 1/3 cup agave. All right, and then next we are going to want to get our vanilla extract. Okay, so we're going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, next, I like to add just a little bit of extra protein. So I am going to put some protein powder in here. This is my chocolate protein powder. So I am going to add, let's just do like a little bit over 1 scoop. You can never have too much chocolate. All right, and next is my twist or my secret ingredients here. So I do use the chocolate chips. So I have chocolate chips here that I'll be adding. You do want to add about a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. But this right here, add some white chocolate chips. I'm telling you, white chocolate chips. You can see it here, it's a game changer. It makes it just a little bit extra sweeter, and there's just something about like the white chocolate chip that just like brings the flavors all together. So the twist is adding this white Morso chocolate chips. I am telling you, once you do this, you will never go back to just doing plain chocolate chips. So give them both, put them both in there. So sometimes I like to just eyeball my stuff, but today, just for purposes of this video, I will go ahead and measure out. Here's my 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. I'm going to use my peanut butter in, so let me just kind of scoop that out. All right, and then, you know, we're just going to be a little bit generous with the white chocolate chips. Just kind of eyeball it and like, okay, that looks good. Oh, I am excited. All right, next. So as you can see here, it's kind of just like all my mixtures. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mix that up. Nice consistency. All right, so we're just giving this a good stir. Okay, you just want to get a really good mix. It's about right there is looking really good. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Also hit the like button as well as that notification bell. That way you get notifications every time that a new video is uploaded to our channel. All right, so when it looks like this, you are ready to scoop out. So either you can, take your spoon and roll it into a ball. Or if you have an ice cream scooper, you can use that as well. So just for the purposes, again, for this video, I am going to use my scooper. So I have a pan or glass pan here that I'll be able to stick in the refrigerator because these do need to be refrigerated. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go like that, scoop it out so we have one ball there. As you can see, again, do another scoop, just like that, and scoop it in to here. Again, a really clean, easy recipe that you can utilize. I'm just gonna go in and these. You can also scoop it like that. Just kind of put it in your hand there to just kind of help shape them into the ball size there. So look, just like that. Again, once we get finished making these, we will store them in the refrigerator. They can be stored in the refrigerator from 1 to 2 weeks in an airtight container. If they last that long, these usually in our house last about 1 to 2 days. For longer storage, you can put them in the freezer for up to 3 months. You can also put your own twist on it by adding additional fruits. If you do that, they would typically last in about 1 week in the refrigerator. These are great for an on-the-go snack. It's also good for like a post-workout or in the morning time if you're on the go, you need like a quick breakfast or a pick-me-up. I love to utilize these for that. Again, make sure you're getting your protein in, especially for those who find it harder to get their protein in. This is a great way, and it's a delicious snack, especially with those white chocolate chips, to get your protein in for the day. Well, not for the day, but help you get your protein in for the day. All right, so that is my last scoop here. It's a little bit smaller. Grab those last few pieces. Again, I'm gonna let these chill in the refrigerator, for at least a good hour, 2 hours, before we eat them. Kind of looks just something like that. We have all of our different balls in there, and we are ready to go. All right, so we have let them sit in the refrigerator for a while, so I just want to pull these out and show you what they look like after they've been refrigerated. As you can see, they are a little bit more firmer and hold together a lot better after being in the refrigerator. You do want to keep these stored in the refrigerator in an airtight container. I hope you enjoy this video, and bon appetit. Enjoy these bites.